Give me a second there. Okay, that's it. We're live. We should be. Double check. Right, yeah, we are live. Cool. Let me just mute myself here. What's going on, champs? Hope you guys doing well. Thank you so much for actually joining the show as well. I really appreciate you guys actually all being here. Big love to everyone actually as well. We hit 5K. We finally hit 5K. So that's a bit of a, it's 180 videos later. I love alphas. I used to do like daily streams on a daily basis, Monday to Friday. Fucking hell, it's been a long ride, but it's been worth it though. I gotta say, it's been worth talking to you guys, spending my time with you guys, and hopefully we keep on growing. And it's not just about just growing the YouTube itself, but just growing your account, and we'll just work on the market itself. It's it feels good. It feels good. Alhamdulillah. A lot of hard work, man. It just goes to show that look, right, when you think about it this way, I'm just a geezer from Birmingham, right, in UK, and where was I from? Like where did I live? Alum Rock. So if you guys are from Brum, you guys understand where Alum Rock is. It's a shithole. It's a real shithole. That's where I'm from. A random kid just doing his thing, and here I am on a platform on Twitter, doing really well on Twitter. I can't believe I'm at 78,000 on Twitter. YouTube 5,000. The sky's the limit. You guys can do it. If I can do it, trust me, you guys can do it, man. It's nothing special. The truth is hard work, determination, and consistency. Right? If you put the consistency, it shows out there. It really does show. I can't stress how important consistency is. Just for example, like you guys have been here for however long. Like however long you guys have been in the market in terms of like in the crypto, in whether you've been in the bull market, whether you've been in the bear market, you're still here. And the fact that you're still here, you put in the work into it, it will only go well. That's what I can say. It will only go well, inshallah, and hopefully goes well. So that's it. Celebration over. Back to work. We get back to normal and resume normal stuff in it. That's what's the important thing. We're all here for the market, nothing else. We're not here to mess about. We're just freaking trying to make some money and change our life for the better. So before we get cracking on into Bitcoin, I'm just bringing up the chart itself. Just before we get cracking on there, I just want to start saying first, Ramadan Mubarak to all of you guys there who are fasting. Those who are not fasting or not Muslims or whatever, still again, Ramadan Mubarak as well. It's gonna be it's like I'm looking forward to the month as well. In terms of like my work ethic, I'll still work. I'll still be working during Ramadan. Still do the streams itself. Still be on Twitter and whatnot. But obviously fasting in it, so it's gonna be a bit slower than usual. But bear with us anyway. It's only 1 month as well, so crypto being crypto, let's just get right into this motherfucker right here, man. Fucking hell. So we're gonna start with a fresh chart, and we're gonna label this together. Okay, that's the important thing. I think we're gonna label this together, and we're gonna actually talk about this all right off the bat. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Let's just go into dollar index. Let's do dollar index first. Right. Let's talk about that briefly. And then we'll talk about the stock markets because the ES has just fucking rallied. It's over $4,000 at the moment. Is it going to go higher? Is it is it going to nuke down? We'll make the plans for the week itself. I've been bullish on Bitcoin since January itself, so it's paid off really well. Yeah, let's just see how it goes, man. I believe you guys are commenting, but I can't see on my phone for some reason. Anyway, hit the likes, subscribe if you're new, and hopefully you guys learn something new going forward, and so you find some entertainment and shit like that. Let's do a freaking quick shout out before we get cracking. What do we have here? Hacker Win from India. I also have YouTube channel just started. Okay, congratulations, man. Good for you. So what's up? We got Touche in the house. Good to have you here, Fatih. We got David. What's going on, brother? Bro, don't call me master, man. I'm just a guy, just a random geezer, just like you, man. There's no difference between me and you. We're just like the same guy, you know what I'm saying? Like we're just chilling and doing our thing in it. Musa, what you saying? C-Ron's in the house. Shout out to C-Ron as well. I met the geezer in the what do you call it? In the blockchain London blockchain conference. Top lad as well. Thank you so much for that, all guys. Mr. M, good to have you here. Abdul, we got Bon Biggie in the house there. We got Paul Sinclair. I'm doing all right, bro. Not too bad. Touche. Daink smells like my grandmother. Fuck, what are you trying to say? Like I smell like a woman? That's fucked, bro. The thing is, I met Touche. He won the freaking the Manchester City game, right? So I picked him up at the hotel, and the first thing he jumps in the car, and the guy goes to me, "You're a lot shorter than I thought." I'm like, "Yeah, hi, yeah, fucking fuck you too, innit?" Bless you, my bro. Big love to you. You got wax. Ramadan Mubarak to you too, my brother Sebastian. Good to have you, man. Thank you so much for that. I love you all. Your support, man, means a lot to me. Ken in the house. Yeah, John Kaboosh. We can do this all day, man. We can do this all day. But let's just get cracking. We got a lot of work to do. So, dollar index. All right, we're still in this range band environment. Okay, so what we're talking about is this high here and this low here. All right, this low here. What is that low? That's January's range. Okay, let me just zoom into it, make it nice and bigger. Go down to the 4 hours. At least it has a little bit of context to it as well. There we go. That's more like it. So in purple, I'm just going to highlight this up a few things. Right, number one, that's January's high right there, and we got January's low, and we have January's mid-range. Okay, keep it nice and simple, nothing too complicated. Okay, next thing that we have is this little level here. Right, see this color here? Right, that's the yearly open. We're going to talk about the yearly open. So we've talked about yearly open before, a monthly open, weekly open, that kind of stuff. We talked about that before. It's the same principle, right? What does that mean? So, evening to you guys there. Good to have you, I think Aero, Kook, good to have you here. Shaq, walaikum salam, brother. Can't wait to finish uni. Inshallah, Musa. Good luck with uni, my brother. And yeah, man, good love. So we got Vanessa in the house. How's it going? Spaffers, good to have you there. Oh, so Vanessa's House of O, bless you. I know who House of O is. It's the one with it's the lady with the cap in the front hiding her face. If I'm correct, I believe that's right. But yeah, bless you to have you here, man. So yeah, yearly open, monthly open, weekly open, like they're all the same thing. So which means that wherever the open is, right, if you get back above, right, it's bullish. Once we get back below the open itself, where there's a weekly, yearly, monthly, and so on like that, bearish market structure, that's bearish. Below the yearly open, bearish. Below the yearly, monthly open, weekly open, all those daily opens, that's bearish. Above the yearly, the monthly, the weekly, the daily open, it's bullish. Okay, that's what it is. So we're below the yearly open, showing us bearishness there. If we can actually, and look where's coming to, right, tagged into this. So we got bearish market structure. Well, first we had bullish market structure. That's the low. That's the higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. And then market structure breaks over here. All right, so let me take it down to a lower low. Yeah, that's a lower low, and that's a lower high, making a lower low. So does it find resistance over here? That's the question now. Do we find resistance over here? So if I remove that, let me delete these stuff. Are we going to come back to the yearly open, to the mid-range, get back down below here, bearish market structure, sell the fuck out of it, back to where? Into this area here to fill out all this inefficiency or fair value gap you want to call it. That's a bit of an order block right that we got here, which I'm expecting some reaction there. So if I'm looking at this, it'll be something like that. Looking to go straight bang right into these, take out the liquidity over here, and do we hold into it? Come back down to the month to January's low. And all this is just a range band environment. That's what it is for now. Is this the high of the year? We don't know yet. If we start losing the yearly open, right? Sorry, the January's low starts making bearish market structure, then I say, could well fucking be the high of the year. Let's send it down. We got some massive news coming out tomorrow. Really, really massive as well. What do I mean by that? We got FOMC. Let's bring this up actually. Fucking hell. I should have actually started with that. I should have just started. Yeah. There we go. So we got FOMC tomorrow at 6 o'clock, right? You got economic projections and statements coming out. Then we have the federal fund rates are coming out, all right? Then we have the FOMC press conference. It's going to get interesting because the feds are under pressure in regards to what's going on with the rates. Are they stopping the thingy? Are they stopping the hike rates? I don't know. If that's the case, freaking hell, dollar index will just collapse. I think it will start dropping quite hard. And if it starts dropping quite hard, we start to expect the stock market, like the S&P, the Dow, the Nasdaq, to start rallying to the upside. We also have Bitcoin to push up too. You know, Bitcoin's rallied up quite disgustingly from 15.5k. Very few of us actually longed it from the bottoms. I know SC was one of those who actually longed it from the very lows as well, when everyone was looking for shorts. I mean, I didn't ride it from the bottom, but I rode it up really nicely as well. And I've been bullish since then. I mean, since the 12th of January is when I actually flipped bullish. You know, I start entering into alts, and the guys in the DCC knows very well. we start playing into alts, and we made some good multiples across the board. And we'll see how it goes. How far will this go? We don't know. We'll work it out in a bit. But the key is it's FOMC and that Fed fund rate. So what comes out tomorrow is going to be an important thing. So there's nothing wrong just sitting out in out of the market for the time being. Let it do its thing. Once it shows its hands, then you start taking the trade there. So if dollar index start breaking down, great. Start longing Bitcoin. If it doesn't start breaking down and it start popping up, I'll give you an example as a bullish market structure. Let me just delete all this. Does something like this, gets back up, holds above it, bullish market structure, off we go. Where are we going? Well, I say target 1 will be here, right? Target 2, we're looking to probably this high here. And then we'll see, we can hold above it, to go back into these highs there, and then blast off. Because originally I was looking at 107. I was looking at 107 when we were around here. But at the time, I don't know if you remember, we talked about this quite carefully on the stream. Let me delete some of this shit. We talked about it on the stream on last week, I believe, or the week before. I was like, this is the pivot. If we lose this level there, we're going to come back down. And that's what happened. Back into the yearly open, bounce back up, pretty much fills out all this fair value gap there, rejects it, comes back down, and now we're breaking down. So we'll get bearish market structure. Tomorrow's the key thing. We need to be aware and see how that goes on. Now, let's go on to ES. What's going on, Martin? Well, go on, my bro. How you doing, brother? Voodoo, Ramadan Mubarak, my brother. Good to have you, man. Appreciate that. What else we got? We got the names are popping, man. Names are popping over here, bro. No, bro. It's got. Oh yeah. Don't know what you said, but you've been redacted in it. So anyway, S&P is been pretty freaking good, right? So the guys in the DCC are aware that I was long in S&P. I'm out of S&P now. We hit target. I'll explain it in just a moment there. So what we got here, again, I'm just gonna do a quick recap. It's literally September's high, September's low is over here. This is a range band environment. That's the yearly open. What we've done, we've bounced into the yearly open. What was happening, which I kept saying it over and over again, that we didn't have market symmetry. We weren't having market symmetry. And what's market symmetry? Market symmetry basically means when dollar index is going up, you're expecting the stocks to go down. If the stocks are going down, and then dollar index is going up, you also expect Euro USD to go down. You expect GBP USD to go down. Anything against the USD will go down because the dollar power is quite strong. So which will actually destroy the currency. Well, not destroy the currency, that's the wrong term, but it will start dropping the price of the value of the currency. Now, what was a bit weird, right, which I just couldn't get a clear read around here, right, was this. Dollar index was above the yearly open, and S&P is above the yearly open. It doesn't make any sense. If we're going to have symmetry, what we want to see is the S&P to be above the yearly open, and the dollar index to be below the yearly open, or vice versa. That's what you're trying to see. But we didn't have that. We finally started to get the dollar index below the yearly open, which is great. And the S&P is above the yearly open. Great. Are we actually having market symmetry? I hope so. But we'll find out tomorrow. We'll find out completely tomorrow because we're not out of the neck of the woods. Let's be honest, right? There's anything could happen tomorrow. We may be I may be thinking to myself in the back of my mind, well, they might stop the rate hikes. They might stop it. But what guarantee do we have that? We don't. We're going to find out tomorrow. So there's no harm in actually sitting out and just chilling out and then waiting for tomorrow. I mean, XRP has just freaking gone mental. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. What's happened with XRP? I'm looking at it right now, 46%, 25%. No, sorry, 25% up. Freaking hell, bro. What the fuck is going on? The world's upside down. You got Feds talking about doing injecting liquidity and stuff like that. You got freaking the pressure on with the Feds on the Feds in regards to the rate hikes. We got freaking crypto going up. You got I don't know. But anyway, so what I was looking at when I was looking for longs on ES, right, was this. I had a range band environment, a bit of a funky one. I'll show you. Let me show you this now. Okay, so my range low was this. Let me bring up the line. My range low was here, right? This is my range low, and this was my range high. Okay, and the mid range is about this area here. Okay, give or take. I'm using SRs. That's what I'm using, SRs. So this high here acted as a deviation, come back down. Okay, sell off. This low here acted as a deviation, support, deviation, gets back up, finds resistance, comes back down, makes a low. And this low here, and well, let's talk about this mid range over here. This mid range over here, this SR over here, finds support, pushes back up, which causes it to find a deviation of here. then we find support. So already I know this low is a very key factor. This low and this high, it's the same candle, right? That's a key factor here. So price is ranging bound over here, and then from this low here, price range bound between this high and this low here. We have a deviation here. It's all messy. I just couldn't have a clear read, to be honest. I even posted on Twitter, I don't have a clear read. I just don't. Let me wear my glasses. Getting that migraine again. Let me wear my glasses again. Sorry about the blur. I don't mean to actually have the glare onto your eyes. That's why it's a small screen and whatever. I'm just getting like when I'm at the desk for too long, over 10 hours and whatnot, it starts to fuck me up a little bit. But anyway, now S&P, right? I took a long from around over here. Okay, my stop loss was over here. Got higher lows. Off we go. Push up to mid range. Goes up. Takes out these highs. These highs. I was saying to the guys in the group, but then we're going to be targeting here. Now, in my opinion, right, now what I need to see, right, because this is a range band environment that we've actually had for about a month, actually. I'd say a good month, really and truly as well. It's nearly a solid month, actually, of range band environment between here. Now, I'm quite hopeful for price to come up and fill out this here, right? Fills out the inefficiency over here, or fair value gap. Come into this area there. Now, my key thing is I want to see what we do. Do we come back down? Right, do we a stop run over here, get back down, get down over here into the SR? That's my short. Here's my stop loss over there. Invalidation will be here, actually, to be honest. Play it back to the mid-range, play it back down to the range low on the bearish market structure and see what happens. If we hold above it, cut the trade, play it back up. That's all it is, right? That's the plan that I've got. Now, the second plan that I've got is that do we actually reclaim this level here? If we reclaim this level, what are we going to do? We're going to start looking for these areas there. What's so key about this low over here? I'll show you. Now, if I just drag this low here across, just about, that's where it is. Now, if I delete this, it gives me more of a complementing factor. What does that mean? See this low here? Find support, loses it there, find resistance, sells off. When we come back up and we do that deviation, where do we find resistance? Off this SR. So that's a key element. There's a key SR there, which means that underneath it is resistance. So do we come back up and do that resistance over here and break down below? Then that will give me my short trigger, bearish market structure, playing it back down this level. Or do we actually get back up and reclaim it? It's all going to be quite clear tomorrow. I think it's going to be really clear tomorrow. By the time like the data comes out, not the data, FOMC and the Fed rate comes out, the fund rate comes out, then we'll see what the fuck's happening with the S&P. If we're going to get back up and hold above it, shows bullish market structure, maybe we do something like this. Come back up, retest this there, quick wick in because of FOMC kind of bullshit there. Bullish market structure. Where we're going to go into, I'd say, fucking hell. Well, it's going to come into this area where it's going to find some reaction. That's definitely going to happen, right? That's the first target there. All right, nice, easy target there. And then the secondary targets, I'd say, let's go. I'd say we'll go into here. And then we're going to go for these highs over here. And then we'll see whatever happens there. Target 2 and then target 3. What's going to be key is we're coming at the September's high. If that's September's high, and this is a September's mid-range, and we held the mid-range, all support up here at the mid-range, we just come back and retested the yearly open, and we're rallying up there. That's to me quite a bullish pattern, in my opinion. It's actually a very bullish thing to see, in my opinion, there. So if all goes well and S&P does that, we should be seeing Bitcoin rallying to the upside. How much to the upside? I don't fucking know. But we'll do this together, okay? We'll do this together. But I do want to say one thing before I actually jump on board on Bitcoin dominance. On Bitcoin is Bitcoin dominance. Now, Bitcoin dominance, I just want to touch base on this quite quickly. All right? This is a range-bound environment that we've had for a year. Well, fucking hell. We're going on for 2 years now. We are going into 2 years. In May, it will be 2 years. So we're looking about 22 months worth of range. What's key is every time we come up to here, right? This was in July, right? End of July of 2021, we have an alt season. We have an alt run. Price comes back down to the range low, pushes back up. And here we go, 2022, push back up, push back down, range band environment itself. So from a charting perspective, right, for alt to keep on running, right, what I would like to see, right, is price to come back up, maybe quite another spike up there, break down, bearish market structure. If Bitcoin dominance goes down, I'm going to start seeing Ethereum dominance to go up and the alt dominance to go up, like USDT start to go down because there's money flowing from Bitcoin to Ethereum back to alts. And the alt cycle runs like this: large cap to mid cap to low cap. That's how the money flows. The money flows from Bitcoin to Ethereum, then from Ethereum to your alts. Now in your alts, you got your bracket, and your bracket, you must have seen this. If you haven't, you can just go, like, let's actually do it together. Open up a Google thing. Let's have it. It's called crypto money. No, not money laundering. Money cycle. Images. No, money cycle. Let's have a look. Sorry about that. I wasn't thinking I was going to explain this. There we go. That's it. So, understanding the crypto money flow, just check it out. There's something on Reddit. Just type in cryptocurrency and money. Crypto money flow. You'll find this is this chart here, and you guys can read it on in your own time as well. But as you can see, the money flows like this from Bitcoin. It goes to Ethereum, and then it goes to large cap, and then in the large cap, then you have all this thing, and then you have an alt season. And the large cap have gone full vertical, and we're seeing a blow off tops. Mid caps, low caps, micro caps all tend to pump all around the same time. Large caps have been outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum. It seems every coin is going to parabolic regardless of fundamentals. Memes are everywhere. Everyone is super excited, and you feel the mania in the air. That's what it is. So let the money flow, then you jump on board. Okay. So what's going on, game? How you doing? Alhamdulillah, man. Good to have you here. Can you check Euro? I mean, Euro is bullish. David, Euro's freaking fucking bullish in my opinion. I'm straight up bullish. I'm actually long on Euro as well. I've been long not too long ago. So Euro USD. I'm not gonna go right into it too much, but yeah, look, fucking hell. My stop loss is below the box over here. That's where my stop loss is. We're coming up there. This is a range bound environment. To me, just a fucking range bound environment, bro. That's all it is. Ain't nothing but a range bound. So you got this low here. And what's important about you marking out Euro is that 54% of the Euro is actually a basket of the dollar index. So it's gonna have a massive impact. So if Euro is bullish and dollar index is bearish, we can see this rallying up to the upside there. So you got the highs, you got the lows, you got the mid range here. I mean, we capped at the mid range, we've come back down to the range low, we're pushing back up. As long as we get bullish market structure into the mid range, hold above it, go to 75 to range high. That's what I'm looking for. And this looks like a deviation, just like that was a deviation and that was a deviation. So, well, again, tomorrow we'll have to see. Anyway, so fucking let's go to Bitcoin. Fresh chart. We'll do this together, right? First things first, right? Let's do a quick recap of where, what has happened so far, right? What is the range bound environment? What we're looking for? Do we get a retest? Because a lot of you guys, I'm guessing, may have missed out the run. Some of you guys may have actually been looking at it on the sidelines, been influenced by other influencers to the short. Some of like I said, there's two types of plays you can look at it. You don't want to be an extremist on one side, okay? Because you got the extreme bulls and you got the extreme bears. For example, I'm not atting anyone. I'm just giving an example here. So if you guys are gonna get offended, I don't know what to say. Anyway, so you got the extreme bulls will be like someone like Mooncar, right? Mooncar and Martini guy. Those are the extreme bulls. That makes sense, right? All they talk about is bull, buy, buy. Buy the dip. No one's talking about DCA now, which is funny, which is really, really crazy to me, right? Like, no one's talking about DCA, but back over here, right? Back in these days, right? Over here, every time we had a dip, it's a DCA moment. You know what I'm saying? But now that we're pushing up, no one's talking about DCA. Everyone's like, yeah, let's take a short. You know what I'm saying? It's funny. It's just jokes. But anyway, it is what it is. But you got two sides. You got the bull, the extreme bullish, which is like the Martini in your what's that geezer looking like again? The fucking skinny guy with a Bugatti. Mooncar, right? You got Mooncar. Then you got the extreme bears, which will be like someone like Capo, right? Capo and Blue Profit Blue. Now, these extreme bears are still bearish. They're still bearish. They still think that crypto's gonna go down to 10K. Will it go to 10K? I don't know. Like I said to you guys, there's levels to this game. There's levels to this chain. Like everything you do, there's levels. Like if you're going up the stairs, there's a like you're on ground floor in the basement and you need to go to your bedroom on the first floor. There's a level to get to. Then from there, get to the next level. Now, if you got a busted back or a broken leg, you're gonna get tired and you want to take a break in it. But it's the same situation, man. It just levels though. You play the level as it is. What do I mean by that? Look, all it is, right? We got July's low, right? And July's high. Oops, that's the wrong one. That's the range bound environment. This has been the range bound environment that we're playing the whole time. That's a deviation. Looks like we have a breakout. Now the question is, does it come back and hold above 25K and then get the bullish market structure and take the longs. That's a possibility. I don't know. We'll have to mark it out. Now, I am going to share an idea that I have gone long yesterday. Some of you guys may have seen the tweet. I believe it was on Ape Durden's. Shout out to Ape Durden, good brother of mine. Big love to you as well. He's a lovely geezer. But like he was talking about Bitcoin or something like that, and I was like, yeah, I'm long. I took a screenshot of the when I was on the Discord, and when I entered the long in the Discord, when I entered the long, I posted in the Discord, I'm long. Here's my stop loss, and I'll show it to you guys in just a moment. So be very patient, just with me, just for a moment, right? Now, does it go to 25k? How many people, right? I just want to talk to you guys for a moment, and I just want you to think for a second, okay? Look over here. You see how we had this move over here, range band over here? How many of us, including myself, I'm going to be honest, I was bearish. I was looking for the lows over here. Take out these lows, right? Well, get below these lows over here, these lows here. That's what I was looking for. I'm going to be honest. I was bearish, right? I'm not going to hide behind it and say, yeah, I was bullish from the very pin, from the pin, the freaking pip. That's bullshit there. But yeah, Tyler Durden, he's a sick guy as well. I have a lot of love for him as well. I got something behind my fucking hell. So yeah, so you got, what was I saying? So I was bearish. How many of us was bearish, right? Then we popped up, right? How many of us would wanted, right? If I were to, let me zoom into it. I don't know why I'm fucking making it like a short motherfucker right here. That's that. Okay, so let's do this again. July's low and July's high. There we go. Right over here, how many of us wanted to be, when we start breaking out here, right? So we took out these highs there. Look, we found support over here briefly and then shot up, took out this high there, finding resistance off July's low. Now, ideally, right, from a trading perspective, what you want to see is get back up, a retest, maybe into here as a minute, well, probably here as a retest as a minimum, hold below, above it, bullish market structure, take some longs. Look how we get a reaction on the July's low. We reclaim it and hold above it. That will give us enough indication to take the longs. Then we play back within the range band environment, looking for the mid-range to range high. That's what we're looking for, right? But it didn't give it to us. What it did, right, is literally just find resistance on one day. The next day stepped into the range, quick little dip. Can you see that? Quick little dip, and then rally up, taking out this liquidity here. And it's just so funny. This liquidity here, if I just bring a Fibonacci, right? Let's say, where's July's low? July's low is not that. Yeah, July's low, July's high. And the mid range is here. That's the mid range. Okay, let me delete that, and that's it. And look what happened. We just popped right into the mid range, found resistance, pulls back a little bit, and if you want to go short, whoopsie daisy, what the fuck happened there? Let me do that again. I think it's about here, maybe a little bit higher. It's about there. That's a little bit lower. It's about here. Let's just call it that. Right? Look what happened. We find support, right? Resistance. Ideally, if you want to go shorts, let it do its thing, right? There's a stop run right there. The stop run there. You're looking for a short, bearish market structure. You're looking for the shorts to take what? This low here. Fill out all this fair value gap here, or inefficiency, whatever you want to fucking call it. There's so many names out there. That's what you're looking for shorts. Because why? We took out November's high. That's last quarter's high. Really and truly, there was last quarter's high and last quarter's low. So this is another range in itself. But instead, what we did, we fucking decided to say, fuck you guys. We're going to go up, and we push back up. And where did we go into? Straight into July's high. Pull back into the mid-range, find support. And if you guys remember, we played it long. I was freaking long right here, right over there on freaking, I think it was CPI. 4 minutes after CPI, I took a long there, stop loss here, played it back up there, did a deviation, and we pulled back down. Now, the bears got very excited. They were very excited on the idea of actually, of the shorts. Great. Happy days. You're thinking, like, the bears thought, yeah, we're going to go back to 18.6K, which is July's low, come back below here, come into the yearly open, lose the yearly open, 10K will be a target. That's what extreme bears would be looking for. But in reality, they didn't do that. I was bullish back then. Now, there was a few things that was making me bullish, right? So the first thing I want to discuss, right, is this first. Let me get a range band environment. If you guys remember this, I had this low here. I think it was this low to this high. There we go. I was saying to you that 0.618 level. If you guys have seen the stream, great, perfect. If you haven't, don't worry about it. Just like I'm going to cover it again. What I was quite concerned about, right? Oopsie daisy, I don't really have it on the Coinbase chart, but anyway, never mind. We have to use another chart. Around 19.7k, around this level here, which is about here, that was the previous all-time high. This level here, we found support previous all-time high, right? We get it back above. Lower time frame was showing us bullish market structure, and we pushed up. We took the longs there, and what happened is it goes right into the highs over here, takes out the liquidity. Again, bears are looking for shorts here. They're like, yeah, this is my stop loss. Let's take a short back to the mid-range, back down to range low. But if we're finding support, all we've done is just a deviation of the mid-range, and then we blast it off. So why would I be freaking like? That's bullish to me. I think that's what you would look for capitulation. Everyone's looking for freaking the short to sell. Guys were taking shorts and whatever. They got stopped out, or maybe cutting out, I think, out of a small loss or whatever. I don't know. But the fact is, we're pushed up, and it's done freaking phenomenal, right? So again, just bring up the levels. That's the low. That's the high. Look where we at. This is the consolidation, right? This is the deviation. That's the deviation. That's the deviation. That's the deviation. We're having a breakout. The market structure is bullish. I want to cover that briefly. That's the low. That's the higher high. That's the higher low. That's the higher high. That's yeah, higher low, higher high. I say that's the higher low, higher high. Then we break market structure and make this lows over here. So then what we need to see is find resistance, any deviation above it, get back below, bearish market structure. Then I'll be looking to say, yeah, take the fucking shorts. Here we go. Stop loss there, targeting 18.6k, 18.5, 18.6k, whatever the low is, right? July's low. That's when I'll be looking for the shorts. But instead, we just blasted the motherfucker, broken market structure, and then off we go. It's a massive leg up, massive leg up. And so now the next thing is are we coming back down? So I'm just going to focus on one line only. This level here, are we going to come back down into here at least as a minimum to 25.2? That's the key thing that everyone's wondering. Those who actually didn't get into longs are going to look for longs, and then looking for a reason to get into longs. But just like we spent time explaining that we didn't have any time to actually, once this is July's low, we get back up and we blast off. It could do the same shit. It could well do the same shit. Look at this high here, took out the highs, clean close above it. It's bullish. You can't disagree with that. Now, some of you guys might be thinking, well, hang on a second, Daink. It can't just go up forever. It's going to have to pull back. You're absolutely fucking right. I do think so too. Like, I wanted to pull back too. Like, I'm happy for it to pull back. I want, it'd be blessed if everyone can jump on board. But this is crypto. This is what we call a pre-halving rally. A pre-halving rally. This is something completely different. Some of you guys are new to this. A lot of you guys, I'm guessing, will be new to this. A lot of you guys have been, like, some of you guys may have seen a pre-market rally before, but let's just talk about what a pre-market rally is, right? So, going into a new chart, right? Let's get a chart, right? When was the last halving? I do want to double check that, okay? BTC 2020 halving date. I just want to know that. It was on May the 11th. Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. So let's close this. Let's go back into this. May the 11th. This was the run over here, right? So before we did the run over here, this is the chart itself, okay? Now, I just want you to focus on literally a few things. I'm going to put it onto the weekly, right? Just so it's just less mess. And it's just easy for you guys to understand, okay? Now, this is the low in 2019. Where's the halving? Let's just mark the halving. It was in May. May the 11th. Can I get a horizontal line? A vertical line? Yeah, there we go. So where was it? May the 11th. Here we go. That's it right here. Okay. Can you see that blue line here? I'm gonna mark this out like this and then delete everything off. Okay. That's the halving right there. Cool. And then just hide all this. That's when the halving is. So we made this low here, right? And I don't know if you guys have seen the tweet I wrote, like, is history. Oh, fuck off. Did I just delete that? Did I just delete that? What mother fudge. Let's start again. May the 11th. Where are you? May the 11th is right over here. Put this down over here. There we go. And then let's delete this. Cool. Now, that's the halving. Don't know if you guys have seen this. I did talk about this. Is history repeating itself? That's the consolidation there. This is the support. We lost the support there. Now all we did is a deviation of this low. Oopsie daisy. See this low over here? Clean smash above it. Just like over here. You see how we just rallied all the way up? Rallied up. No retest off this range band environment. Let's try and draw this out properly again. See this is a range band environment right here. Price was getting capped right over here. Consolidation. It's all accumulation. Pushed up, no retest, holding into it. We just rallied straight into this high, and just the same thing, just like we did in July. That July's low was exactly the same copy as this. Look what we did. We found resistance here on for 1 week. The next week we just popped into it in a small little tiny little wick. It's a tickle in my balls. That's what it was. Blast off straight into the highs. That's into this area, this resistance. Blast off there. Then we come back. We don't even get a clean retest. It just comes back, takes out these lows over there, and then rallies off, taking out these highs over here. That's what you call a pre-market rally. And after that rally, it's a sell-off moment there. And what we do, we have this whole thing, well, obviously we had the COVID lows, but the COVID lows. But what I'm trying to say to you is, we have a rally up. Once it takes that liquidity, how far does the liquidity get taken out? That's what I want you guys to understand. How far does it get taken out? I'm of the belief that we can actually, this is going to sound like fucking mental, right? I'm not saying $1 million, right? Don't think of that for a second. But I'm of the belief that 44K could well be on the table before we have a sell-off, like a nasty sell-off. Who knows? Retest yearly open. I don't fucking know. If it does, great. I'm buying there anyway. But you know what I'm saying? So like, you can't leave after the next bull run. I'm not. Bro said. See you around. I appreciate that. Nah, I'm done. Next bull. This is my last bull run, and I'm gonna retire for good. I'm gonna disappear. I'll be around, but I'll be quiet. I won't even be active and stuff like that. Like those, like, see you run. Take my number down. Send me a message on Twitter, and I'll send you my telephone number. You've always got me as well. So yeah. Anyway, I was talking about pre-market rally. This is really important stuff. So hopefully this makes a lot of sense for you guys. We take out liquidity, and it's just a non-stop onslaught. Like what I mean by that, look at this. Just non-stop, no pullback. And I think BTC is doing the same thing. I think it's doing exactly the same thing, just a non-stop rally up, right? Remember, we have in July, is it June the 1st, Hong Kong is actually making it legal for crypto. To me, that's buy the rumor, sell the news. I'm going to let you in my little secret there. I really do think it's a buy the rumor, sell the news concept as well. If we start going to 44K by freaking end of May, you bet your ass I'm going to USDT. You bet your ass I'm going to USDT. I'm not falling for this shit. I'm not a dumbass. I've seen this happen before. And I'm just passing this on to you. I'm just passing it on to you. Hopefully you learn from it as well and make some profit out of it. But in the meantime, Total 2 looks quite good. Dollar index looks quite bearish. Great. Cool. ES looks quite good. Bitcoin is looking fucking sick. Let's just fucking play it. That's all it is. That's all it is. And then after the halving, you know, like once we find the lows, for example, so we've gone into that's not even a bear market rally. Bear market rally was here, right? If like for those who keep saying bear market rally, bro, bear market rally is completely different. This is not a bear market rally. This is a pre-halving rally. This is completely different. Then we have the post halving rally. You guys can go back and actually do it yourself. I'm not going to spend I don't have 10 hours to actually sit down and discuss this with you guys, but you guys can actually do the work a little bit. I'll give you the first step of it. The rest is up to you as well. But anyway, bear market rally was back in April 2018. So April 2018 was right at this motherfucking low, right? This here was bear market rally. In this area here, when BTC popped up, right, for fucking from 6K to 10K? Yeah, around 10K itself. That was like a good, you were getting alts free for X. But we really haven't had a bear market rally, you know? We haven't had a rally up like that to trick everyone like that. This is a completely different ball game, right? I really think this is like a 2019 on steads, you know, on a 2019 all over again on steroids, but on a very fast-paced one. Because you have to remember, the halving isn't going to happen till 12 months away. We're 12 months away from the halving. So from here, you have to remember this, right? From June 2019 to all the way to the halving, that was literally what? Yeah, 11 months. So do we have 11 months of bear? I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens. So these are just an idea. Again, take it with a pinch of salt. You guys can decide what you think. If I'm talking shit, I'm talking shit. If you think I'm talking sense, yeah, great. Happy days. Anyway, so let's just talk about this, right? Oh, I want to talk about 44K. Why 44K? Let me delete this and I'll explain all this. So, actually, no. I'm going to leave that because I need that for tomorrow. So, we got this low here. This mid-range here. And then this range high here. Okay? Let's just talk about that. From a perspective. We are at resistance. Okay? We are at resistance. So, we have to accept this is resistance. Why? This is the 2021 Q1 first quarter's low. What do I mean by first quarter? A quarter basically means 3 months, okay? So you got January, February, and March. That's the 3 months. And then you got April, May, and June, and yada, yada, yada. Now, you got the first 3 months, right? And so that's January's low, and this here is January's high, and this is the mid-range. And as you can see quite clearly, this is the daddy of the range. Complete daddy of the range, okay? We are starting... So, yeah. So we've done a month and a half, a year and a half within this range band environment. Okay, we've broken out these highs. Remember, I said to you, do we break out these highs just like we did in Thingy in 2019? That's what we've done. Does it come back down? I would like it to come back down, fine. But I'm in a long. I'll explain to you in a second. But I like it to come back down. Any retest, hold above it, bullish market structure, whatever it wants to do. All I know, once we reclaim this level there and hold into this level, bullish market structure, I know what's the next target there. We're gonna go in. Fill out the inefficiency, all this down candle over here. And I think 44K will actually be on the table, to be honest. I mean, that'll be target 1, around 30, let's say 37K. Target 2, we'll actually say, I'd go for straight to 44K, into the mid-range. And then do we do this? Takes out the high over here. And this, right, now let me show you something quite interesting here. You see this block here? That's an order block. It's a bearish order block. Do we do something like that? Come back down. Bearish market structure, and sells off back into the range low. That's a possibility, and that's the bear market rally, and then we'll see what happens there. I'm quite happy for that. If that does it, fucking great. And then we'll see what happens. Do we come back down to the yearly open? Because there's still a flat body candle here. I've got to admit, there's a flat body candle there. Do we take this out and then come back up there? I don't really mind it, but all I know that if we step back into this range here, back into this daddy's range, I'm playing it from low to mid. That's what my focus is. After that, we'll see what happens next. Okay? Everyone with me so far, or did I lose anyone? Hopefully I didn't. There's 76 people here. Appreciate all the love, man. Smash the likes and subscribe if you're new, man. Fucking hell, we're gonna smashing this motherfucker right here today. Really appreciate that, man. Good idea to buy more BTC. Look, Cook, I can't advise that. I mean, I've been longing for a freaking long time. We're at resistance, so listen, all right? Like we're at resistance. I already showed you a bit of a plan. If we reclaim this level, this is in bullish market structure. We're gonna go up, which means buy your BTC. Let it come under confirmation. Don't just keep buying it and so on. Manny's saying like 10 to 12K still due. Okay. All right. I mean, I've been playing it from 17K to freaking 28K. This is not a bad play, to be honest, as well. So whether 10 to 12K comes into, I don't really give a damn. I really don't care. If 10 to 12, if really and truly 10 to 12K really comes down, great, happy days. Like, yeah, but you've just watched this all go up. So I don't know if you're longing or you're looking for shorts. So if you are looking for shorts, you've just got to take it easy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just that they don't, I wouldn't advise anyone to start talking out their ass a little bit, because half the time, most of these bears in the last couple of months really has sounded like they just lost the plot, if you ask me. But what can I say? You shouldn't get influenced by other influencers out there. Do the work yourself as well. Grow yourself anyway. So, whatever. Anyway, so 10 to 12K. We just spent the first we spent the first bit talking about there's levels to this game, and then we got some geezer coming in saying like 10 to 12K still due. Fine. If it wants to come, let it come. I don't really mind it, but for the time being, I'm gonna work this level to level. Okay. I mean, no one's got a crystal ball. It's funny how everyone wants 12K. Will it come to 12K? It's slim. It's a very slim chance to me. Like right now, it's bullish market structure. So, I mean, I don't know. Anyway, so that's the thesis there. Now let's get a blank chart and let's just chart this together. What we're doing, all right? Now, BTC. What's key about this? Fucking hell, 44 minutes already in. Damn. Let's talk about the weekly plan, all right? Bring this down. Give me a second, guys. Cool. Let's talk about the weekly plan now. On the weekly, we've taken out all liquidity. What liquidity have we taken out? We've taken out liquidity over here, 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 and here, right? Where we're coming into, this low here is a key element, right off the bat. So if I were to highlight that for a second, just for a moment there, I'm not going to need it per se, but I'm just going to show you this. Make this thicker. There we go. So that's, to me, right, this level here is at 29.2k. So if anything, we're going to come back up into this order block here. And then we'll see what happens. Do we actually come back down and take a short over here, which is fine? Or if we actually reclaim it and hold above it, we play the level back up. That's one thing I want to show you. This low here is a key element here. That's going to be, we're going to find resistance, right? So I'm still bullish to go to push into 29.2k. Now, the next thing is I want to look at is that, which I did this on a stream, right? On Twitter. But I'm going to talk about like freaking, I'm just do it here actually. So it's as an education content, because not everyone's going to follow me on Twitter. That's on YouTube, but let's just do this there. When you got price action, I always say price is in a range, right? No matter what, price is always in a range. You just got to find out a range. And we do have a breakout. It's just another range. It's an extension of a range. We'll talk about that in just a second. Anyway, so what I mean by that, so you got price go back up, right? And you got a range band environment. You got something like this, goes up, shoot, fine. Then we lose this level there, bit of resistance, come back down. Then we start range banding over here. Another set of range over here. Price does this, shoot this level there, bit of a deviation, come back down, and then shoots back down. Then you got this, another range band environment. Price keeps moving up, and then we get back up, pushes into here. Now, this, to me, is a range band environment. What do I mean by that? We've got a low and a high. So this low here acts as a range, and that high here acts as a range. You can see how price is consolidated in this area here. We have a deviation here, a deviation here. And once we lose this low there, which gives us confirmation for bearish market structure, this is now my trigger. Take the loss of the trade, stop loss over here, for example. Invalidation will be here, play it back down. The next set of trade that we've got is right here. This is the low, and that's, I'd say, that's the high. Let's just say that's the high. Makes sense. As you can see, got a deviation here, a deviation there, another deviation there, step back into the range, still a range band environment, come back down, another deviation, deviates it again, pushes back up, comes into the mid-range, finds resistance of the mid-range, sells off, and look what happened here. This gives you a confirmation of bearish market structure on the way down. This is your absolute confirmation. You take the shorts down. Then we have another range band environment. So we've got, let's say we got this low here, and I'll say about this high here. Okay. Price ranges over here, deviation, 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 finds resistance. Okay. Once we take out these double tops over there, come back as a support, and we push back up, and then we start pushing up. What do we enter? Because what happens is, I'm guessing most of you guys will be focusing on this area here in particular. This particular area. And you'll be like, yo, it looks fucking bullish. Let's just keep longing. That's what most people would do, right? Which is, there's no harm in it. But what I'm saying is, there's a bigger picture. Sometimes you just got to zoom out to see this whole range band environment of descending. You got a range, descends, ranges again, descends, ranges, and then we have a pop up. But when it pops up, and I always say to you guys, price is in a range. What the fuck's a range? What range are we playing in? Because it can be confusing, right? So what we're looking at, if I delete this, is what range we're looking at. If I just extend this freaking range over here, see this low over here? Extend that, and extend that. That range is still in play. Will always be in play. Because what we're looking at is price to come back up, come back to the range low. Do we find resistance, break down, and then sell off? Come to here, take out the lows here, and then retest here? Quite possibly, I don't know. Or do we actually come back up, hold support, bullish market structure? What do we play? Back to the mid-range, from the mid-range into the range high. Again, if we break above and hold above this, what do? We play into the next level, into these area here, this low here. That'll be another target. Hold into this level there, we play back into the range band environment of this area. That's all it is. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense there. Still 12 months off. Yeah, but like, I'm playing it up to think it's a freaking wherever the price is, manny. So if it like the 10k, 12k, I don't know. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think it's very slim, in my opinion. But we'll see. We'll see. If it goes to 10, 12k, I don't really give a damn. I don't understand why people are so fixated on the idea of like 10k, 12k, 12k. Bro, who fucking cares, man? At the end of the day, we're gonna make money. That's what it is. So, but that's pretty much it. Now, let's just relate this all back to here. Okay, let me drop it down to the daily. Same situation. That same education content I showed you there, it's the same thing here. What do we have? We have a range bound everywhere. We have a range bound, right? I'll give you an example here. We've got this range low here to this range high here. That's a range bound environment there. We've got this range low here to this range high over here. That's another range bound environment. And you can see, look at this where we find resistance. Right off the range low, deviates it, sells off, and it comes back down. We're playing ranges upon ranges. Where's another range? Let's say we got this high here, and I'll say this low here. That's another range. Where's another range? Got this low here and this high here. There's another range. We're always playing in a range, and we have drops down, then we range bound. Okay. And for the first time, right, after all this thing, obviously we did the July's range or whatever. For the first time, when we're pushing back up and we're filling out inefficiencies, fair value gaps. Is this the start of us to actually reclaim this level here to fill out this area? I don't know, but we got levels to play. Okay, I mean it's like, you know, like just like Manny, he's saying like 10 to 12k. All right, there's levels to it. I'm not gonna say 69k. I don't really give a damn about 69k. All I give a damn about is playing it right, making sure I'm making the profits and playing the gain up. Obviously size the Jing Dong. What the hell? Then says yeah 33 then 44 then la. I don't know, Manny. I think you're a bit confused here, because first you're saying 10 to 12k and now you're saying there, yeah, 33 then 34. Just make up your mind, man. Anyway, I'm not gonna bother responding to you, brother. So good luck. So anyway, so it's just freaking disturbing me now. It's kind of pissing me off a little bit. So what we're looking at is now, once we break out of this range, right, which we talked about, what's the next range we're entering? It's a range over here, right? Now, if I want to be a bit more anal and start talking about what the range is, let's just zoom into here. Now, I need to make up a Fibonacci. I need to start seeing a Fibonacci and see what we got here. Bring up my Fibonacci lines. I'm saying this low here to this high here. That's the level I've got. Let me just delete this, the 0.618 level. Make that as orange, so not blue. Blue. I like orange. Orange is only used for weekly. So this is a daily. So as you can see, we've got this low here and this high. Same candle. That's where the range bound environment. The whole thing's capped in here. We found resistance over here. Did a stop run there. Did a stop run there. And then we lost this level there, and it's just a complete shank off. So that's, to me, it's a range bound environment that we're going to focus in. Which means if price were to come into it, right? Price were to come into it and hold above it. Shows me bullish market structure. What am I looking for? 25% range. Back into the mid-range. See how we react. Get back above the mid-range bullish market structure, keep it going, back into the 75% range, and then go into the range high. I don't care about this high. I'm just talking about the range bound environment. That's what it is. If we're at the mid-range and we start finding resistance, so we do something like this, so it's breaking down, take the shorts, cut the trades, take the shorts back to 25% range, back to the range low. That's what it is. Simple as that. Which means if we're saying 29.2, right, which is a weekly low, as an order block there, it's just here. I don't mind it wicking into here, into the mid-range, so I can make some profits, and then breaking down. I don't care. I don't really mind. If he does that, still perfectly fine. Emma, still missed the Telegram notes. Funny thing is, right, today I was looking at the Telegram today, and I'm gonna reboot that up as well, really, really soon. And I'm gonna get the voice notes out, just like how it was back in the days in 2021. That's coming really, really soon as well. So stay tuned for that as well. Thank you so much, Emma. Really appreciate that. Big love for that as well. You think we play Monday's range? Well, let's have a look at Monday's range. That's a different thing. So anyway, so this is the range bound environment. So if I just drag this across, right? Look where we are. We're right in that range now. Let me just find that high. That high comes in. The coordinates there. At 32k. I know it's at 32k. Because that's where my target is for my longs. 32... 649. 649.2. That's fine. Nope. That's wrong. 32. 144.53. My mistake there. Sorry about that. That's it. Now look where we are. We're in this bloody range. So now all I'm looking at, if I narrow this down, I've got to start seeing, well, hang on a second, what's going on? Are we going to come back down? Now, if I want to go for shorts, right, remember, if I want to go for shorts, this is 25.2k, right? This level here. I want to go for shorts. What I want to see is price to get back below here, right? Because if you're holding this level here and shows bullish market structure, we're going to go back up. I want to see price lose this low here and let the price come back down. Then something like this, actually, if you want to do it like that. I mean, if you want to do it a bit like maybe something like that. You know, this trend line here, probably. I don't know. I'm just making this up as I go along here. Something like that. Lose this level there. Bearish market structure. That's enough for me to say, yeah, short the fuck out of it. Stop loss here. Where we're looking to go. Target 1 into this area to take out the liquidity over here. And then we're looking for this area here. 25.2. The question is, do we hold above 25.2, which is above July's high? Shows me bullish market structure. Then I can go for the longs back into 28k, 28, yeah, 27.8. Yeah, let's say it's 28k. And then do we hold above it and go up higher, or do we start losing the fuck out of it and come back down low? That's the plan I've got. All I'm going to do now is just monitor the trade. I'm just going to monitor the price action, and that's all it is. So that's my shorting scenario. That's all I've got for the weekly. That's my shorting scenario and nothing else. Now, why? Because it's bullish market structure. Now, what I want to look at is this particular area here. So, you know how we've got this move here? Let me just bring this up there. There you go. You see how we got this move here? Consolidation over here. And after the consolidation, you have this little retest and then a sell-off. And all this thin move over here. Very, very thin move. I don't know why it's pink. Fuck, you know. What's going on? Yeah, this very thin move over here. So all we got here is this little candle here. This candle here, to me, is a very key thing. It's an order block. So if I'm going to highlight this, right? Let's bring this up because this is going to tell me something. Because I need confirmation as well. I just can't just take a trade for the sake of taking a trade. I need confirmation. For those who actually want to enter confirmation is one thing. I've entered aggressively. That's a whole different thing. I'll show you where my entry is in just a second as well. And all I've done is this order block right here, that 4-hour up candle, which sent the market back down. Once we lost this level there, it's right being brought about. The previous data gets back into place and it then comes into action there. So now, as you can see, look how we're looking. Just focus on the order block. That boxes. I don't want you to focus on anything else. I just want to focus on the block itself. Look what happened. We get back up. We find resistance. Right? Perfect. Pushes back up. Find support. 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 That order block holds perfectly fine. Where do we go into? Straight into the freaking highs of the order block. And right there, resistance. Right here, resistance. Right here, resistance. So if I want confirmation, which means we need to flip resistance into support. Does that make sense? Then I can say, yeah, I can actually go for longs. If we do something like this, breaks up, holds above it, bullish market structure, I'm happy to go say, yeah, fucking enough. Let's go for it. Long it back into the whoopsie daisy. Something like that. Fucking now. Something like this. Back up. Get back into it. And we come into the 30k level, which is the mid-range of that range band environment that we're talking about. Okay, that's when that will be my confirmation for me to say, yeah, time to go in. I'm in a long right now. I'm in positives right now. Not a big deal, but it doesn't mean it's over. I'm still monitoring this like a freaking hawk, you know, like an eagle. Yeah, I say like, yeah, I've really got to have to focus on this as well. 82 freaking followers, man. Live subscribers, man. Subscribers, viewers. Smash the fucking like, man. Appreciate that, man. Give me some fucking alpha, man. Give me my time for you guys. Big love to you guys. Really appreciate you guys spending your evening with me, man. We're going to wrap this up because it is coming to an hour and I don't want to go on for too long as well. So that's the plan. That's all it is. That's really is the plan. That if you want for longs, then what you're looking for is this plan here. You get back up. Bullish market structure. That's enough for you to say, yeah, long it to where? Into the freaking mid-range. From the mid-range, we get back up above it. Bullish market structure, play to 75% of the range, and then play to the range high. That's it. Level to level. Then from there, we'll see what happens. Do we come back down? Break it down. Play back to 25, to the mid-range. Mid-range, back to this 225, and then into this block, and then the range low. That's what it is. It's just a level. Ping-pong the fuck out of it non-stop. That's what we got to do. I love ranges because they're very easy to play. You play from low to mid, mid to high, high to mid, mid to low. That's it. Nothing else. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't try and play the extension and the breakouts because we don't know when the breakout is. When the breakout happens, then it happens. Like the breakout on this downside, if we lose this block over here, find resistance, that's the breakout for me to say, yeah, let's go back down to 25.2. If we get back above here and hold above this bullish market structure, what am I saying? That's the breakout for me to say, yeah, let's go higher. Does that make sense? To 37k, 44k. That's all we're looking for. Don't overcomplicate it. That's it. Now, if you want to know where my entry is, I'll share it with you guys. That's it. That's where I entered in. I entered right here. Did a little bit of a deviation. I'm slightly up. I think it's like nearly 1 hour, not that far away. Again, like I've gone in super aggressive. My stop loss is at the base of the thing of the block. That's my stop loss is really great. I'm an aggressive trader. If you guys played it with me on Twitter on Friday and Saturday, we made some fucking gains, man. I'm telling you, we went mental. And you guys saw how tight my stop loss was. And we were making 6-7 hours like that, like this. So it's not difficult. It just takes a lot of practice. You have to bear in mind, this is 6 years in the making of me being in the game. So we'll see how it goes. That's pretty much it for Bitcoin. You know, that's really it. Like Ethereum, quickly just cover it up. I'm not gonna go too deep into it because we are crossing an hour on the stream as well. I know you guys want to go to bed, and I'm talking too much. My throat's freaking dry, so let's just get this out of the way quickly, over and done with. Now, what we got here? Where's the range band? There we go. That's it. Right. Obviously, Mondays. I've got a long on this as well. I've taken profits already at Monday's high itself. This is Monday's high. I've taken some profits out there. My stop loss is brought to break even. I'm kind of hoping to be hold above here, but we'll talk about that in a second. So now, what we got here, quite clearly. Let me just zoom out. Daily is July's range. Same thing. Good July's high. Why is that going so across there? I have no fucking clue why is that there. This should just be here. It should just be here. Sorry about this, guys. This is kind of bugging me a little bit. I don't like when things are messy like that. I'm very, very pedantic. You know, things have to be in a certain order. Otherwise, I think that's the OCD in me. But, like, yeah. If it's not in a straight line or whatever, it's not in order. Like, I'm like, what the fuck's this shit? Anyway. Same thing, man. It's the same thing. We're above the yearly open. We're above the mid-range. And look where we've come into. We've retested the mid-range. This is the range band of July. I was looking originally when we were over here, looking to go out to take out July's low. That was what I was really looking for. Take out this low here, double bottoms over there, take out this low there. That's what I was looking for. Instead, it didn't do that. The moment we get back above it, you have to play the longs up there. And what we've done, come up to here. November's high caps the market. Resistance. Oopsie. Daisy. Lemon squeezy. Let's have a look. Let's zoom into it again. November's high, this high here caps the market on Ethereum. Resistance, resistance, deviation, resistance, resistance, and then we sell off. Where do we sell off? Take out liquidity here, back into the mid-range. And the fact that we held the mid-range rallies up into November's high. 2021's range high is actually the Q1 2021's range low was capping the market here for several days, right? For a long freaking time, and we popped up into July's high. Now that we popped into July's high, what's going to happen next, right? So now I'm ready for whatever the action is. So if I were to just show you this level here, I've got another chart here. That's not it. It's this one here. It's this level here. This range band environment, I've talked about it before. I'm going to quickly touch base on it. What I'm looking for, this is the mid-range. That's the range high. This is the second quarter, right, of 2021. So we played this as a range band environment. And as you can see, look at this. Consolidation over here. This is possibly a deviation. Because how many retests are we going to have before we take out this low? We've never taken out this low. So the market structure is still intact. You know, it's still intact for us to actually to shoot fire. And we closed in on the daily above this range low. So if we hold it, as long as we hold this bullish market structure, what we do, we take out this high here. Once we take out this high, reclaim and hold above it, we'll go into the next level here around $2,700. And then we go to the mid-range, which is around $3,000. That's what the targets will be if we hold into this. That's all we're looking for. Because if this is going to be bearish, right, all we need to see is come back down, find resistance, and then we can start going for the bearish. Then we start using July's range. But I'm going to talk about this now. So that's the plan. Now, I'm targeting this area here first. So at 2K. That's what I'm looking for, a long on a 2K. Bring up everything out. Let's just delete. Oopsie daisy. I don't need to delete that. Remove all this. Come back to this. And what we got here. Delete that. Delete that. That's January's high. That's January's range, and we just fucking smashed that. So that's the monthly open. We're above the monthly open. Bullish as well as hell. Great. Perfect. What we've taken out. Let's have a look. Just bring this up here. Smack this up here. Cool. You guys can see quite clearly. Perfect. Right. So we've taken out the highs over here. That's capping the market there. Resistance. Already. Can you see it? Resistance clearly. If I get a clean bodily candle close above here, bullish market structure, right? Any retest, bullish market structure, taking out these highs over here. I'm happy to long it to where? Into this low here. That's where I'm going to be looking for longs. Back into here, and then taking out this high. That's target 1. And that's target 2. That's it. Done. Finish. I don't really care what happens next. What I would like to see, if we actually break up and hold above it, then we'll talk about that bullish market structure, which I just showed a couple of seconds ago, to play up to, like, I think it was like $2,700 to 3K. That's what we're looking for, if it's going to be bullish. Now, BTC has been very, very bullish in the last couple of days, right? And it's been overtaken, and the EPC has been shanking down quite heavily, which is fine. Why? Because the dominance has been with Bitcoin. We've talked about the Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is actually shooting up. If Bitcoin dominance is going up, we're expecting Ethereum dominance to shoot down. And Ethereum dominance is shooting down, that means alts are not ready to pop. When Ethereum dominance starts to pop up, then we start to see alts popping up. So then we start seeing Bitcoin dominance dropping, and the money cycles from Bitcoin to Ethereum to alts. And that's it. So it's all make or break right now. You know, like, I'm quite pleased to see that we've actually had a clean close above it here. And now all I want to see is make sure that we hold this level here. Now, what are the shorts? What are the shorts? Because it's all good to be long and whatever. I've got Monday's range and whatever. You guys can actually play on Monday's range and stuff like that. But let's just keep it nice and simple. What are the shorts? If, right, this is going to be bearish. This is the high. July's high. And July's mid. And yeah, let's just focus on this area. That's it. That's it. Nothing else, right? Nothing else. And just talk about this quite nicely and easy. If it's going to be bearish, right, I want to see us, like, to be honest, right, this is on the daily. I don't like this. Let's go on the 4 hours. Yeah, that's much better. There we go. Yeah, that's more like it. I think I like this. Bring this over here, and then you guys can see that. And let me just drag this across. July's high, 25%, and range low. That's it. Mid-range. We're going to just focus on this, nothing else. So if it's going to be bearish, right, so you see this high, that's capping the market right now, right? This is invalidation right here. I want to see price do its thing, get back down. Whoopsie daisy. Do its thing, get back down. Bearish market structure, something like this. This is now showing me we have a tendency for us to go down lower. Now, I know we've got a pivot right about here, okay? Let's just use this one here. Yeah, I think that makes some more sense. That's a pivot right there, okay? You see these highs over here? From resistance, resistance, resistance. We get back up, deviation, resistance, resistance, resistance. Have a bit of a chop, then push back up. So if we're going to go down, where's my first targets? My first target would have to be taking out these lows, obviously. Then I'm looking to go into this area here, filling out this inefficiency here. So target 1, and then target 2. If we lose this level there, what am I looking for? Playing it back down into this area here. That'll be target 3, and then target 4. That's what it is. Then, again, if we start holding above it, bullish market structure, cut the trade, play it back up to here, see if we actually reclaim this. If we reclaim it, play back up higher. If not, come back down into this mid-range. From the mid-range, what we want to see is pretty much to go for bearish, continuation of bearishness, is let it do its thing, lose this low over here. Let me just mark this out. Lose this low over here, lose this low over here, find resistance over here. That's enough for me to say, yep, I can compound this over or take another trade here with the next entry over here, playing it back down to the mid-range. And that's what it is. That's your bullish play and that's your bearish play. Hopefully that helps. Fucking hell, that's a lot of talking there. That's a lot of talking. Any questions? 97, fucking hell, 97p. This is the most I've ever had. Honestly, I'm super, super grateful. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. I can't believe I actually hit 97 as viewers at the time. You know, that's a fucking because I think when I hit those kind of numbers, like over 100, I had SC on the show. This one, I have no one. It's just me, and it means a lot that you guys are here. Thank you. But yeah, for real. Any questions though? Let's go through some of the comments and just let's go back to it and answer it back for you, man. So, Pim saying, pay attention, folks. Man, been nailing it constantly. Thank you so much for that, brother. I really appreciate it. Thanks, man. Nah, come on, bro. You're my brother. Yaro, good to have you here, my brother. Thank you so much for that. You got Sammy in the house. I'm doing well, alhamdulillah. How about yourself? it does make sense, and you explain it to everyone to understand. Yeah, that's the thing is, just break it down. Hopefully, like that's the way I would like to do it. You know, like if to be a teacher, you're gonna have to be able to actually break things down quite easily to others as well. Because one thing I know, like I'm very certain about, and clearly that it's going to be a fact, is that no one's knowledge is going to be the same. So like, let's just say like I'm going to use Emma for as an example. Now Emma, you might be freaking like understand all these crazy terminologies, but the person next to you, like for example, like Sira, might not know what a deviation is. So like, if I can explain it to you guys, it helps you out. It makes things easy for you guys, and then it's you can do better. That's the aim is. The aim is that you guys always do better than me. I'm like my skills, what I've got, alhamdulillah for that. But I want you guys to do way better than that. Do you mind showing the range for use of euro dollar? Yeah, so that's fine. I can do that. Go into the daily. It's literally, let me just put this up. This is slow here. So just like you can just go back. That's the range band environment. This low here to this high here. So you can just like pause it and then have a look on your charts and try and read it out and whatnot. Okay. Any more? Martin saying, you're telling me to check myself because my okay. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on there. What's going on? Thank you so much, Mohammed. Appreciate that. Ramadan Mubarak, man. Imran, how you doing, man, bro? Ramadan Mubarak to you too, man. Tenzin, appreciate that, man. Yeah, TA is fire. Your TA is fire. Your TA is fire. Thank you so much for that, Dalen. I really appreciate that, man. Big love to you guys there. Let's wrap it up. And what we're gonna do sometime this week, I'm gonna have to do an alt stream as well. You know, I really, really want to do an alt stream. And yeah. So I've got a lot of things on in the works. Just to let you know, I have this new keystone. I haven't even opened it yet. It's the fingerprint ledger. I haven't fucking opened it. Like, it came in today, but I've been so busy working. This is what that came through in. So I'm looking forward to it. It's the Keystone Pro that I've got. Fucking hell, man. Got a warranty card and shit like that. It's the fingerprint one. It's so badass. It's so fucking cool. I want to show it to you. I want to show it to you, actually. Let me just legit show it to you guys. Keystone. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do like an opening on this. This is a bad motherfucker here. I'm not going to lie to you. This is a bad man thing in it. This is sick. Like, is it more expensive than the Ledger? I mean, like, it's just a bit of fanciness as well, but I got to say, it's a 4-inch touchscreen. You know, say goodbye to button mashing, ultra secure EAL. I don't know what the hell that is about. I didn't really care about that. I just got really excited because it was touchscreen in it. It's a fingerprint. I can put my fingerprint on there like a phone, and it reads the freaking my fingerprint and unlocks the freaking wallet for me. I was like, yo, I'm buying this motherfucker. That's what I thought. So I'm happy about that. I'm gonna do an unboxing of this. I don't know. What do you think? Should I do an unboxing? Or is that a bit dumb? You know, like it's like a freaking open up a Pokemon card, see we've got Charizard and shit like that. So I'm gonna have sleep on it tonight. Tonight I'm just gonna take it easy, man. I'm freaking knackered as it is. It's 10:44. Thank you so much as well. Let's wrap it up there, guys. Best of luck with you guys. Twitter, follow me on Twitter if you guys want to do so. If you guys are new, that's my Twitter page @TraderDaink. You're on the YouTube as it is. Let's keep smashing the fuck out of it, man, and keep killing this whole market there. We've got, you know, this is a marathon. It's not a race. So take it easy. One step at a time. Let's see what's up there. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. Big love, everybody. Take care. See you soon.